Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I get asked, most often question I get asked is if you only had one rifle, one cartridge, what would it be? And a couple of videos back I demonstrated the 30-06, which is capable of shooting 110 grain all the way up to 220 grain and has been proven to take all game across whatever class in North America. Then I showed you what my second choice would be, which would be a 22-250 Remington, which would take all the varmints that are in North America, because there's more potential varmints to eat than there is big game due to regulations and seasons. Well, I got to thinking about that a little bit more, and I may have been a little off, because on the bench today I have my 25-06 Remington, which is in between a 22-250 with the speed of a 22-250 and a 30-06 with its knockdown power or energy because of that speed up to 120 grain bullet. While I'm working up loads today, I'm going to show you 110 grain Hornady ELDX using two different powders. Target set up at 100 yards. Let's get to shooting. Now, the wonderful 30-06 case spawned several different calibers cartridges off that same case. 35 Whelen, 270 Winchester, on down to this 25-06, and then plenty more, practically in every caliber. The 25-06 out west is kind of like king as an Antelope cartridge because of its ability to shoot flat and hit at long range. Up on the bench today I have my Browning BBR chambered in 25-06 Remington, and we're going to be testing Reloader 23 and Reloader 22 with the same bullet, which is the Hornady 110 grain ELDX. Now what I'm looking for here is obviously good performance in terms of speed and accuracy. So let me go ahead and turn on the camera down there, and then let's go ahead and fire off some shots and see how it does. Now I'm using Hornady's book data here for the Reloader 23, and I'm staying about 4/10 to 5/10 of a grain below its max. I'm shooting at a slight uphill, so shots should be a little bit higher than expected, about a 10-degree incline. But we'll go ahead and test that theory and see if that's true. Here we go with the first shot. Okay, that was 30-54. That's about, well, at least 100 feet per second less than I'm looking for. Everything looks good. The 25-06 is a mild recoiling cartridge, about, maybe 12 to 14 pounds of recoil. Very manageable, very nice shooting. Second shot. Okay, 30-90. Case looks good. Okay, nice lateral line there. and that was 30.58. Okay, so I'm only going to show you the first three and the last three to try to speed this up a little bit. So I'll see you in a moment on the last three. Okay, not terribly impressive so far. That was 53 grains. That had an excellent average of 30.96, so just shy of that 3100. SD of 5, extreme spread of 10. But it's a little bit off on the target, so hopefully I'm going up half a grain here to 33.5. Hopefully that'll tighten it up, but we'll see. Spend more money. All right, here we go. $31.08. That didn't increase a lot. $31.28. Okay, well, I don't know. Could be just the bullet it doesn't like. I normally shoot nozzlers. $31.28 again. Okay, well, let's move on to reloader 22. Again, I'll just show you the first three and the last three. Be right back. But just so that you know, that last on 3 shots on reloader 23 was an average of 31.21. So I'm getting close to where I want, but that group was not favorable in my opinion. All right, so here we go. Reloader 22. Slower, 29.69 than reloader 23. $29.92. Case looks fine. Just so that you know, I'm using brand new Hornady cases, Winchester long rifle primers. $30.37. That's a pretty big jump. Okay, so we'll reset up. I'll just show you the last three. Let's get going. The 25-06 definitely hits above its weight, and it brings to mind one of the toughest guys I ever knew back when I was playing college football. He was 186 pound, 6'2", wringing wet, just all sinew, no fat, defensive end that he absolutely hit above his weight, was unblockable, and really locked down his side of the field. So much so that other coaches, when we played against him, would send double team of 250-pound behemoths up against him, and he would defeat the heck out of them as well, because he was just a tough son of a gun. In the off season, he was also a bulldogger, what they call a steer wrestler now. So the 25-06 does kind of remind me of that guy. Not big, not overly strong, but gets the job done. Okay, so here's the last 3 shots. That last 3 was okay. We'll see if it gets any better now. Here we go. Again, I'll go over the target with you at the end and the numbers. Oh, forgot to plug in my chronograph. Sorry about that. Alright, chronograph's plugged in now. Alright, finally, 3100. Again, that's about 50 feet short of where I want to be, but I can go up. But in the initial testing phase, it's always smart to start lower and work up. Your shot pattern will pretty much tell you where you need to stop. And obviously that's the best group, 3077. Okay, so let's wrap this up, analyze the target, and finish this video up. One of the problems with hunting or shooting on public ground is you're sharing it with people that don't really care for the land. Out here there's a bunch of trash, and I try to pick it up every time I come out, you know, a little bit at a time. But evidently there was a lot of people that must have been shooting here this weekend. They left a dog house out there about 200 yards. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll zoom in for you. And I went ahead and placed one of the clay discs that the shotgunners must have missed, and I put it on top of the dog house. I'll zoom in for you. Let's go ahead and shoot one shot, see if I can get it. Okay, there it is out there. I'll zoom in for you as far as my camera can zoom. Let's see if I can hit it. Well, I hit it, but it didn't shatter. Well, let's try that again. I hit it. There's a little hole in there. Let's see if I can hit her again and shatter it at 200 yards. Okay, that shattered it. Okay, over here is Reloader 23, 110 grain ELDX, 52.5, 3067 SD of 19, little lateral line there, just about an inch. Okay, then 53 grains SD of 5, 3096, about the same, about 1 inch, maybe a little less. Okay, then 53.5, hit 3121, SD 11, and that opened up, so that's going to need some further exploring. Then over here is the Reloader 22, did a little bit better, 54.5, 3000 right off the bat, but an SD of 24, and that's about 3/4 of an inch. Then 55 grains, 3052, SD of 16, and again that's probably just a little less than an inch. And then the best for last, 55.5, an average of 3091, an SD of 9, and that's probably just over a half-inch group. Okay, folks, well, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you will, and check your subscriptions, please. But no matter what, God bless y'all. See you again next time. Goodbye.